Here's one of my main goals that I intend to happen with my next horror feature film rabbit hole. So I don't only just want to make the most disturbing, grossest horror movie ever made, but I also want to make a franchise. So this story, it's gonna be a trilogy, if I'm able to kick it off with the first one. And the third part, all three movies are very different. They all focus on different subgenres of horror. The first one's 50-50 between like a possession kind of movie and a slasher movie. The second one would focus more on like exorcism kind of stuff. And the third one will be probably a bit more slasher. So it's one that's a mix of both. One that's more on the exorcism side and one that's more on the slasher side. With the third one, it does have a definitive ending. It'll be the ending for these survivors from the first part and second part. But it'll end in a way where it'll leave it kind of open in case another director wants to sweep on in with their own twist on the story and continue for as many parts as they want. So that's pretty much one of my goals with this film Rabbit Hole. Is I want to make a trilogy. I already have a story planned out, and it's gonna be a very character-driven story. It's not just gonna be like a slasher going around doing random acts of violence. It's gonna be very character-driven, especially in the sequels, and how these characters deal with the trauma from the first part and how it affects their daily lives, and how they get over it and stop carrying that negative energy with them and not spread it to other people in their lives. And that's ultimately what the story is about. In the part 2 and 3, it's stopping the passing down of the trauma that they built up from the first part. And then after the trilogy is done and I'm done with my work on this franchise that I hope to create, someone else that loves it as much as I do could come along. Hey, I have this idea for how to keep it going. I love to keep it going, and if I love it, then hey, go ahead and make a trilogy. And yeah, that's pretty much my goal. My goal as a director, I've always been way down the line, focus on building the next generation of franchises and sequels, because we keep getting sequels from movies that are 20, 30, 40 years old, and not a whole lot of there are original movies, but there's not original franchises that people get excited for and go watch. The only genre that I've seen that is doing that is horror, and that's how I'm gonna start out with horror. But that's definitely what I want to do. I want to be able to, I guess, with my generation of filmmakers coming up and the next, pretty much really push for the new franchises and fan bases that people can enjoy, instead of rehashing the same old thing that Hollywood has been doing for the last 20 to 30 years.